Welcome to the 72nd Annual North American Packaging Competition, where we celebrate the pinnacle of excellence in artful design, product protection, and sustainable value in paperboard packaging. This year, member companies submitted over 125 entries, each representing the highest quality work in the paperboard packaging industry over the past year. This stunning collection of rigid boxes and folding cartons highlights the virtuosity of our industry in delivering practical solutions that promote and protect with creative innovation. As you will see, when it comes to excellence in packaging, paperboard remains unmatched as a versatile, sustainable, and renewable substrate.
My major was industrial design and moved into the packaging industry in 1955, thinking that having an area of expertise in the design business would be good. And I'd eventually go to one of the design studios, but found the paperboard packaging industry pretty interesting. It's now some 60 years later, never quite got away from it.
I'm a senior packaging scientist and I work for Mars Chocolate.
And I've been involved in packaging for over the last 40 years, both from the manufacturing side. I was general manager of 2 folding carton facilities, and then on the corporate side, where I was vice president and general manager, and also involved in marketing. I headed up the marketing resource group, which had the responsibility for graphic design, structural design, mechanical packaging, and product development.
Currently, I'm a professor at FIT in the packaging design department, and I teach major courses in the BFA program. I have done packaging design and brand management for the last 25 years.
I'm a packaging designer by trade. Graduated from RIT in 1987 and have been working actively and professionally since then. Number of different studios, number of clientele, small to large, L'Oreal being largest and small being real small mom and pop people. So. I've also been an adjunct at RIT since 2002, and I am the mentor for the PPA Student Design Challenge.
I've been in the packaging industry now for roughly over 10 years, primarily associated with Package Design Magazine, where I was the associate publisher from 2007 to 2012.
I am a packaging science RIT alum. I started in structural design, and now I'm a packaging engineer at SureTech Brands.
What I like about the judging process is the discussion amongst the judges. So each pack, you look at it, and there's discussion and collaboration, and then we each individually score it on our own. And then you tally those up.
When we start evaluating a package, we use the write-ups to, number one, we read them all out loud to each other so that we all understand the product that we're evaluating. And these write-ups come in different sections. And so we pay attention to each section, whether we're talking about the functionality of the process, whether we're talking about the eco-friendliness of the product, whether we're talking about the design element. So having every part of that write-up described in detail is a tremendous help.
I think that there's been a lot of good write-ups about sustainability initiatives and using more sustainable, highly recyclable paperboard, and I think overall sustainability has become much more integrated as far as business strategy. Companies realize that consumers are looking for better answers to packaging solutions.
So one of the trends that has actually been going on now for a few years is a complete dedication by the packaging industry to find ways to make their packages more sustainable. Use wind power when possible, use alternative energy when possible, to use SFI certified paperboard. So all these things are now not something new, but has become the norm.
I always take a strong look for a lot of the details and the layouts and the designs. And there is a PPC logo nowadays that when Paperboard reached, and I believe the number is 60%, but you may have to confirm that with Lou or Susan, nationwide. They developed the logo. It's a recycled logo. It's a riff on the other logos you would have seen, but it has a specific intent, which is to say this metric exists. It's not just saying paperboard is recyclable. It is saying paperboard is recycled at this rate across the country. That's a pretty big statement, and that's something that they're still, kind of getting out there. I would love to be able to see more of that in use in the final products that we're judging.
I think paperboard packaging is the most creative and versatile packaging medium there is. It's a sustainable substrate, and you can build in the characters, any kind of character you want. Yeah, it can be a barrier package, it can be a tactile kind of package, it can be just a pretty package if that's what you want. It's terrifically versatile medium. The printing quality is excellent. You can get barrier properties. You can do almost anything in paperboard that you want to do.
We have a false bottom that actually is the insert for this piece. It's a KD box that erects, and then the false bottom goes in and forms the piece. Very unique top. Again, riff of other structures I've seen in the past, but I've never quite seen anything executed this way. When you look at the traditional type of piece that Toblerone has always had, is that triangular piece. So this is a extension of that. This is for their single piece candies. I think they call them the ones.
So I'd like to talk about the Chambord bottle of black raspberry liqueur. It comes in a 26-point paperboard, which is elegant. The purple, of course, is royal. It gives it a very luxurious feel in your hands with the coating. And what's unusual about this package is that the paperboard was dipped in a vat to get a Bordeaux color for the edge, as you can see here.
This is a package that caught my eye. I really like it. While structurally it's exactly what I'd expect to see, the story is really in how well the carton graphics and the manufacturing has reinforced the connection between the cereal and the characters that they're featuring. There's a hidden production story here, in that they have used holographic film with an opaque white printed over it, and the package sparkles when you look at it.
This is a fantastic rigid box, decorated with silk screening and foil stamping. When you open the rigid box, there's hidden ribbon closures that allow the inside tray to lift, bringing the contents up. And to close the box, there's magnetic closures hidden in the corner to keep it secure.
Packaging is extremely important in leveraging the power of the brand that's known to consumers everywhere with a brand new product. Packaging is the answer. Outstanding graphics is the differentiator. You have to grab the consumer's eye, and this package definitely does it.
Normally when you have a package that's being designed, they first say, how does it look on the shelf? They come up with the design, and then you have to think about how you're going to case pack it and how you're going to palletize it. But what they did here is, first of all, they removed the plastic tray and the shrink wrap. So it's all paperboard, which is excellent, very environmental friendly. And then they designed it so there's die cuts in the bottom and the top. So you can see the eggs, they come out, and then this actually nests right on top. And the product is protected. So you've got this great feature. You're not harming the product in any way at all. And it stacks right in your carton. You don't have to have any extra dunnage or anything to protect the product. And it just really is an overall excellent design.
They've done a very clever job for a microbrewer. It's a hand-assembled package with an automatic bottom and a separate handle piece that telescopes down between the bottles, which I've never seen before in a can multi-pack. And I think that is really creative thinking. That's one of the things that caught my eye on this package.
As you get a chance to actually look at this piece, your initial thought is it's a setup box, which is just a wonderful execution. The reality of this, you have a wonderful reveal, is this is a folding carton. And when we talk about what paperboard can be, every year there's something that shows us a new addition to that library.
This particular package is really quite handsome. In this new and growing category of medicinal and recreational cannabis, this package really comes across as high quality. The hexagonal profile gives it a really distinctive and unique contour on shelf. And what's really great about this is the unique closing top, which is actually telescoping. And as the consumer opens the top, it really reveals a beautiful color band, which really heightens the differentiation between all the strains. And as the consumer opens the pack, he or she is really enabled by a hang tag that helps remove the tube out of the pack. And again, the package is reclosable. It enhances the whole tamper efficacy and child resistance. As far as efficiencies, its hexagonal shape helps it pack out. And again, just from a unique manufacturing standpoint, the top is actually folded first and glued second. The extra flange on the package is really the device that helps keep it in place in the gluing process.
Each year, the North American Paperboard Packaging Competition demonstrates excellence and innovation in rigid boxes and folding cartons. Packaging experts working with the myriad possibilities of paperboard provide solutions that delight consumers, create value for brand owners, and work in harmony with the earth. PPC is honored to spotlight the companies that make such an important product during this year's competition. Thank you to our scrupulous judges and to our generous sponsors. Most importantly, congratulations to all of our winners.